The yes set. Are people really more likely to say yes to a suggestion after they've said yes 3 or 4 times previously? Find out now. Hey everyone, Mike Sweet here from mikesweet.co.uk, giving you the edge in life and business with NLP and psychology. Now today's show is all about the yes set. Now the yes set principle is an idea that once someone has said yes to something, and they'll continue saying yes to small questions or suggestions, then they're far more likely to agree and say yes to a bigger suggestion or a point of influence or point of sale. Now, the idea is that once we've agreed to something small initially, that our willingness to keep complying then grows and builds, and we become more suggestible, susceptible to influence and persuasion. Now, this is a really simple tactic, a really simple trip, and we see it all the time around us. Now, it's so simple that I was chatting to my 7-year-old daughter about how to get mum to say yes, and she grasped it like that, So she said, "Mum, do you love me?" She said, "Oh, of course I do, darling." "Mum, are you looking forward to Christmas?" "Well, yeah, of course I am, darling." "Mum, can we have pizza for lunch?" "Well, we're going to have pizza for dinner, darling." "Yeah, okay." "Okay, Mum, can I have £1?" And she took it to the nth degree to try and get money once Mum had complied and said yes, 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 yes. You see, it's a very simple structure. But let's have a little look about how you can begin to implement that in your day-to-day life, because that's what it's all about. Practice and making it permanent in your life. Okay, in the brief introduction, have I sparked your interest about the yes set? Would you like to learn more about the yes set? Can you see how this is going to benefit you? And once you've learned about this, would you like to share this post or video with your friends? You see, it's everywhere. Once you say yes to one thing, it's far easier to say yes to the last thing. So let's have a quick look at the structure of the yes set. The very first piece of this is to ask a question that you're almost guaranteed to get a yes to. Now, it could be something about the weather. You could say, "Hey, fantastic day today, eh?" "Yeah, it is," the response will go. That's yes number 1. So let's have a look at this in a context of maybe you want to book a table at a restaurant. Now, remember, I'm going to put a caveat in here. With all these influence, psychology, persuasion, tips, techniques, tools, they're not 100% guaranteed. That's not what it's about. If it was, that would be manipulation. This is just about playing to your strengths and playing to what psychology says works and what doesn't work. It's about giving you the best option, the best chance of getting what you want just by being clean and delivering questions and suggestions in ways that people respond well to. So I want to put that out there first. This isn't about manipulating people. So let's have a look at booking a restaurant at a table that perhaps you've left a little bit too late. You call up and say, could start with, "Hey, fantastic day today, eh?" "Yeah, it is, yeah." "Well, I'm looking to book a table for me and my wife for her birthday. Do you do birthday bookings?" "Yeah, of course we do." At the end of the day, who doesn't do birthday bookings for restaurants? But you've got another yes. "Okay, great. I'm looking to book it on Saturday evening at 8 p.m. Can you do that for me?" Yeah, let me shuffle something round. I can fit you in at 8. "Oh, thanks. I really do appreciate that. I know I've left it at last notice, but I really do appreciate that. And as it's her birthday, I really want it to be special. Could you pop some flowers on the table? I'll happily pay you for them." Well, of course I will, sir. I'll get that sorted for you." Fantastic. I really do appreciate what you've done. And one more last thing. We've been to your restaurant before, and my wife really loves the table that overlooks the canal. Can you pop us in the window there so we can see that too?" "Yeah, go on then. I'll do that for you as well." Now, you see, any point of those we could have had a no, but we're having incremental asks, bit by bit. And this is what the psychology says. This is what the studies show, that once we've said yes to one small request, we're far more likely to keep on going. And as long as they kind of edge you to where you want to get, this is how you can begin to use the yes set. Robert Cialdini, who is the master at persuasion and influence, who's written the amazing book on the power of persuasion, I think it's called. I'll put the link to in the show notes. Talks about the yes set and why that works. And it really comes down to the consistency principle. We are pattern creating machines, and we have this inbuilt mechanism that makes us want to be consistent. So once someone said yes once, this consistency kicks in and we want to keep agreeing. Now the same applies in the exact opposite as well. Once someone said no, you're far more likely to get a string of no's, unless you can change your question and change your tact in a way that you can almost get that guaranteed yes. We're not going to agree on this, are we? You might get an agreement in saying that you're not going to agree. That might be your first non-verbal yes. Now this brings me on to the next piece of the yes set, and that is how this can be used in a non-verbal way. Now we use this in hypnosis all the time, talking about pacing and leading. And you can use the non-verbal yes set by pacing a person's current experience. And what that really means is, as you're watching this now, listening, and understanding how you can use the yes set, you're probably wondering, what ways can I improve my life by learning this? And once you're there, I'd like you to share this with a friend and see how they can learn and how they can grow. Would you do that? You see, we haven't even left you a pause. I haven't even left you a chance to say yes. But what I did is I probably, even though I can't see you, paced your experience. As you're watching this, listening to this, these things are almost definitely true. And then I went to possibility and then wondering how you can use this. If you've watched this far, you probably are wondering how you can use this. So I've got an agreement frame kicking in. So I've got a yes, 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 and then I can fire through with. And once you've discovered something from that, are you willing to share that with your friends to see if they can learn it too? See, there that suggestion, that question comes in, which you'll be far more likely to agree with. Whether you do or don't is another matter, but you'll be far more likely to. So that's a non-verbal way of the yes set. Some questions for the non-verbal or the no response yes set. Things like, wouldn't it be great if you could? Or, what's it like when you imagine? Or, imagine how amazing it would be when you can. These are ways to elicit a yes response or an agreement frame in people whenever you haven't got the ability to open a dialogue, or you're in a position where you are able to offer questions that people don't need to respond to. So have a think how you can implement those. The last piece I want to share with you, I like to call it the summary yes set, where you summarize a chain of yeses and then get the outcome or the response that you're looking for, or you at least then go for the outcome and the response that you're looking for. Now in this example, I'll give it for a car sales person. And they've spent some time with the potential customer talking about different cars and whatnot, and then they'd go with the summary yes set. And the structure of this is weave, and so. Let me explain. So, Mr. Customer, we've had a look at lots of the different models, and we found that you really like this one in red. And we know that the MPG is important to you, which is why we've chosen this particular diesel model. And the fact that this one's in stock means that you can have it in the next 3 weeks, which is exactly what you're looking for. So come with me and let's get the paperwork signed and let's get that parked in your driveway in the next 3 weeks. Sound good? You see, the summary yes set is a really good way to, again, pace a person's experience that they've just been through. And it shows that you've ticked things off in a way that they will agree with, because it's their responses. It's what you've taken note that was important to them and what they wanted and have agreed with. So have a think how you can use this yes set. Now, I hope you've enjoyed today's show. If you have, please like, comment and share, and spread the knowledge on social media wherever you can. And as always, remember, you can't learn this stuff simply by watching, reading and browsing, flicking through the internet. The only way is by applying that. And if you're struggling to think of ways that you can apply this in your day-to-day life, pop over to mikesweet.co.uk/sign up and put your contact details in there to receive a weekly email of how you can practically begin to apply this in your day-to-day work or business life to start seeing improvements, because you're never going to learn it watching or listening. It has to be done experientially. So, hope you've enjoyed today's show. Please like it, share it, and we'll see you again. Bye for now.